Greetings everyone, Napoleon Complex here. I was going to put out a historical battle today, but I had a bit of trouble recording it. So today we're going to be doing a quick potluck battle in the 30 Years' War. So this is what we've got. 5 units of Temeriot Sepoys, the Janissaries, skirmishing musketeers, and poorly armed levies. So I like that we've got cavalry archers. They can be quite effective. They're not very good against massed shooty infantry, but I don't think the German Catholics in this era should have too many of those. The musketeers can be extremely good if we can get them into cover. Unfortunately, this is a rather open map, so they may struggle, but if we can protect them, they will be quite well placed to disrupt enemy units. I would like more skirmishers, but they can work in conjunction with the horse archers, and our cannons, especially since they're heavy guns, will be critical to disrupting enemy units that have taken some fire. A shame we only have one of these. The levies can hide somewhere, I don't care. So the enemy are offering fair and open battle, that's the standard thing, and we're in deployment just now. That built up area is going to block my cannons a little bit. I've got a very narrow area of deployment. Let's see. Probably best to deploy here, that way I can mostly fire around the town. But we may have trouble hitting this flank. Now the forest is going to be a logical place for my Janissaries to take cover, and the thing is that will disrupt them a little bit, but at least for the start of the battle I'd like them to move in there. Let's see, and the poorly armed levies can join them, maybe hide around here. They can come out as a surprise when the enemy advance on my Janissaries. The Tukfexis will put them on level with that town, because they're going to be supported by the Temeriot Sepoys. These are even with the fact that we are on Captain General difficulty above average, but we will have to watch out for superior cavalry, and I believe as swordsmen, these guys aren't going to do well if they get charged into, and this is Pike and shot, so they can't evade the enemy cavalry. So let's see what the enemy plan to do first. They're advancing straight out, they're taking an aggressive stance. Not particularly worried about the tercios actually for once, because our cavalry should be able to shoot them down and surround and shoot them down, but for once the German cavalry will be quite dangerous. These arquebusiers could seriously mess up my Temeriot Sepoys. Well, as it planned, we'll move into the woods. That does, as you see, reduce our shooting strength quite a bit, but it also protects us in melee. I'm just going to hit those arquebusiers. I think they're the big, well, no, the dragoons are a really tempting first target, because dragoons are particularly vulnerable to being disrupted by artillery. And I think what we're going to do is now, you know what? Let them come forward. Let the Janissaries move in, and I think I'll start to bring my cavalry out just a little bit. Leave a line for the cannons to fire through. Okay. Okay. All going as planned so far. I get the maximum number of units into position as possible. So they'll only be able to fire half volley. Bring this unit in. Half volley. Hit them. They're vulnerable enough to be hit by the cannons. No luck yet. Let's see. I think they'll still get the free turn. Good. And there we go. And you know what? That's fine. I don't have to bring these guys in just yet. Because I want to draw this unit forward a little bit before I bring in the rest of my cavalry. They're bleeding away. I don't need to do anything drastic. Here. bring in the Janissaries. Keep this units of poorly armed levies hidden in this part of the forest. Okay, right. That should give them pause. And the guns are a bit of a problem. That's a raw Later Tercio, a great target for our guns. They are starting to maneuver their cavalry now. Not very quickly, but it's moving. Okay, move up, turn, and blast. And again. And I want to win the cavalry battle just now. Don't want my troops getting distracted by this. Let's see. See if we can punch them away in one blast. Nope, no joy. Move to here, so we're out of that unit's volley range. Hit them, break them. Pull the cavalry back. I don't particularly want to get involved with this nastiness with the cavalry, not while we're on our own. And just shift the reinforcements over here, because I'm not planning on engaging the enemy infantry directly. I'd rather leave that to my infantry, who are well protected in the forest. Turn... Yeah, turn that way. I want to force them towards the forest here. Okay. I should have turned that unit. Yes, I did kind of leave the Texas out in that limb. I'm probably butchering that pronunciation. Poorly disciplined fire there. What we're going to do is we're going to do a feigned retreat. I'm going to pull my cavalry, get them out there. I'm going to pull my cavalry away. We're going to circle away from the fight, seeming to abandon our positions. But what I want to do is I want to lure the enemy cavalry out. So once again, we'll move over here, dodge past them, blast them. Can we still hit them? No, can't shoot out of arc. Blast it. While they're the bigger target, I'd rather hit that unit because it's more vulnerable. Okay. And that's all we can do. Do that. What are our odds? I'm hoping the cavalry will be thrown away. Their forces are starting to disperse a bit. If we can hold out in the forest, we've got pretty good odds here. Yeah, but this cavalry unit's going to prevent me from moving out into the open. We've got the advantage, so we'll just drive them off. This is fine. I'm fine with this. Right, we are in danger of losing the guns though. And I'm also worried about the flanks. Keep this unit here, they can move to defend this point if these arquebusiers get too threatening. Now since they have kind of broken off, I think we can start to turn around here. And we're going to aim for these arquebusiers. And just be... I don't really want to risk a point blank charge, and I particularly don't want to risk drawing them into the ranks of our cavalry. What we will go for is a disruption on the cavalry. So we're going to go after this unit here. And this unit can just pull away for now. I don't think we can defend the guns realistically anyway. That's not my goal here. My goal goal is to help us disperse. We'll continue to thump them. If the cavalry move away here, I'll move around and flank these Royal Later Tercio. But that's why I'm not just throwing them. They've been disrupted. Of course, they're already disrupted, so moderately disordered, so it doesn't really help me. But what it does mean is I think it's worthwhile throwing them into melee now, because we now have a major advantage here and we're more likely to win this outright. So as planned, keep away from them there. We're now going to turn on that unit. So turn and blast them here. Stopped by that volley. And I need a disruption here. Excellent. Okay. You know what? Try and go after these musketeers as well because they're annoying us. Let's see. They've only just arrived in that position. Okay, just keep scooting around. We'll pull through this area first. That will help us concentrate fire. And since they're making threatening moves in this direction, move here. Give these arquebusiers something to worry about. They've been forced back and fragmented. Fantastic. The guns go down. I always lose my guns. When you're using a highly mobile force, you can't really leave your line exposed. Well, you can't really anchor your line to an immobile point, is what I'm saying. Those cuirassiers are going to be a problem because I don't really have an answer to that large unit size. Unfortunately, they stood their ground. Right, appear behind them. Keep shooting them. It should break soon anyway. Okay, and next turn they can come out and join the fight. Now, since that unit's going to be charged anyway, main thing is that we avoid being attacked by these cuirassiers immediately, and we make the position as difficult as possible. So move to here, turn and shoot. It's a shame we did lose our guns, because that would have been a great moment to disrupt them. And we'll just move to surround them here. Take all that strength away from them, because they can't hit us very hard if we charge right into them. And what I want to do is try and get a disruption. Now, I don't want to expose any of my other cavalry to charge from these cuirassiers. Because what I want to do is charge into combat here. We fragmented them, that's good. And with a bit of luck, that will pull us out of range of the cuirassiers. We'll just avoid them for now. I'll just shoot them here, but as the gunfight continues, I may do something else. And let's see. You know what? Turn this way, and that's now covering that approach. So those arquebusiers really need to think carefully about what they're doing if they don't want to get flanked. Now, I think that's about all I can do. The cuirassiers will charge. They do have the option of charging my cavalry here. This is the unit that I'm thinking about, because I don't really want to turn it away. And they're also threatened from the back. I'm aware of this. if I don't want to expose that unit to the charge, the only option I have is to turn away, which kind of sucks. I don't, yeah, because that's fine. Just pull away for now. And next turn, you can see the rout percentage has skyrocketed with the loss of that raw tercio, and especially with the loss of this unit as well. And the cuirassiers have just disrupted as well. And poorly armed levies, I kind of sprang on them a little bit too early, but they do now have to turn away from the fight, so they're proving a distraction. That's unfortunate, but unfortunately, obviously very likely to happen. We can't go past here. What I can do is try to move for the disruption on these arquebusiers. Didn't happen. That's unfortunate. Turn around. We'll try and get them in the rear if they charge. We're still at rather bad odds, even with the disruption. Shoot them in the face, and I suppose you'll have to turn. Shoot them again. Okay, good. They are now much less of a threat. We've obviously got the problem of the tercios here. Can I move past this? No, but I can pull back. Very lucky that we didn't get disrupted given that their untrained status. But while they're messing around with me there, I'll slip out of the town and we'll start hitting the cavalry again. I'm going to try and avoid their heavy troops. I can also be annoying because I can shoot them from the woods. It's very much a battle of maneuver right now. I need to keep one step ahead of the enemy, but I do think I now have the edge. This isn't a particularly difficult battle to begin with. It's fine, at least that gets them out of cannon range. It's going to hurt. We're going to get the flank attack now. I don't think there's anything they can do. We are losing there. They've rallied up. That is excellent. Move to flank. We'll take them out next turn. I'm definitely not going to waste my chance for a flank attack, even if it does mean taking some risks. But we are at risk of being flanked here. I know what to do. Don't care. I was really hoping for a fragmentation there. We can't turn. Oh, because we're still locked in place by their flank placement. Right, turn around, I suppose, then. Oh, no. That has kind of messed me up, because we're now really in a really exposed position. And I think that unit's had its day, because they're trapped between the Later Tercio and the arquebusiers. Alright, just evade here for now. Maybe we can draw them off, but I doubt it. And yeah, this is going to get ugly here. Got to love on blade fire. Managed to withstand us there. And they're going to get flanked. Or not. Okay, look, thankfully the levies did in fact distract them. With that fragmentation, we should be winning the cavalry battle now. We're fragmented. Thankfully, my other cavalry units finally come to the rescue. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I guess it's straight to fragmented. That unlocks our sword. I don't know. Well, does it unlock our swordsman POA? If it's a cavalry battle? I don't know the game well enough to say for sure. Move towards the village because I can see those pike are coming. We've got more than enough resources to finish this anyway. Still won't break. That's a tad annoying. We can start heading up towards the guns now. We've almost won this battle anyway. Take down these idiots here. Shoot them here. Ow. You guys can die horribly. I don't care about your lives in any way in particular. And hopefully we'll finally get... No, we still can get rid of the cuirassier unit, but we won anyway. So... there we go. They're even rallying. So you can see why that cuirassier unit was one I was so worried about. They get one more turn to try and get back over the line, and they might actually manage to do... Oh, that's dangerous. Because my poorly armed levies might lead them right into our backs. But no, they haven't managed to do it. Losing the levies, obviously dead heart. But they should turn to face there, and that's it. The enemy's lost heart. We are victorious. We never had to deal with a tercio. So, that's just a quick battle for me. I've been Napoleon Complex. Thank you for watching this quick filler video, and I will see you next time as we don't attempt the storming of Bristol. It'll be the battle after that. Farewell for now.